At this moment, let me introduce to you Team Omar Figueroa. Would like to acknowledge his father, Omar Figueroa Sr. Thank you, gracias por todo el trabajo. Thank you very much for everything you do. We greatly appreciate it. The trainer of Figueroa, he's been doing a tremendous job working with fighters, champions, past champions, young fighters. He is the trainer of Omar Figueroa, Joel Diaz. Joel.
Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. First and foremost, I want to thank the Figueroa team, the Figueroa family, Omar Figueroa Sr., the mom, sisters, and most of all, Omar Figueroa himself, for believing in me and bringing me to his team to help him accomplish his goals. This is a great opportunity for him. I want to thank Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, Showtime. This is a great fight for Omar at a stage like this. You know, having a great championship fight. Saul Alvarez, Austin Trout. It's a great exposure for him. He is going to show his work, everything, the potential, every potential that he's got, that he soon, in the near future, he'll be sitting in this position here as a superstar. Don't blink when Omar Figueroa gets in that ring. When that bell rings, I guarantee you, you guys are going to see some fireworks. And don't blink, please, because you guys might miss something very important. Thank you.
Wow. Love it. That's what, when you put two young, undefeated, confident fighters together, I mean, that's what you get. You know, and the abilities of both fighters, you know, we will see it Saturday night. They both have a great team, and the ones here who will be winning are both the fighters and the fans, because we know we're going to see a great fight. So he is a proud native of Rio Grande Valley. He's 23 years old. He obviously supports Texas 100%. And he fights with passion, he fights with heart. He has an amazing record out of Weslaco, Texas, with a record of 20-0 and 16 knockouts. Omar Figueroa Jr.
Rio Grande.
Buenas tardes a todos, gracias por venir, a la prensa, a Showtime, a Oscar De La Hoya, que ha hecho un gran trabajo con Golden Boy Promotions, a Heyman, que desde que firmé con él, la verdad me ha llevado a otro nivel, y pues a todos los fanáticos que les gusta el boxeo, y más bien porque la razón por la cual estamos aquí, a Canelo y a Austin Trout, que como han dicho los que hablaron antes de mí, que esta pelea no tenían que tomarla, pero estoy emocionado para esta pelea, igual que lo emocionado que estoy para mi pelea, porque es una pelea que es de 50-50 y como dicen todos, los que van a ganar esa noche son los fans. Así que gracias a todos los que están haciendo esto posible. Y pues hemos estado trabajando muy duro para ustedes y vamos a ver el sábado que gane mejor, simplemente que gane mejor. No voy a decir que voy a ganar, no voy a decir que voy a noquear, pero voy a pelear con peleo siempre con corazón, con ganas y voy a darles lo mejor de mí. Así que el sábado veremos quién va a ganar y que gane mejor. Good afternoon. First off, I want to start off by thanking everyone that's making this possible. Golden Boy, Jesse James Leja, along with Mike Bata, Miguel Cotto, thank you. Showtime, the fans, the press, everyone making this possible. This is a great fight card. I think it'll be the best fight, you know, in 2013. Hopefully, you know, we've had 2 great fights I think already, and this is going to be, you know, I think the main one. And like everyone said, like everyone that's come up to speak before me, you know, they didn't have to take this fight. He's a champion with the WBC. He's a champion with the WBA, and they could have, you know, each taken opponents, but instead they chose to fight each other. And I'm as excited for this fight as I am for my own fight, because the ones that really win are the fans. So I'm not gonna say I'm gonna, you know, win my fight. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna lose my fight. But the only thing I can promise is that I'm gonna fight with the heart and the passion that I always fight. And Saturday we'll see who the best is. So thanks again to everyone that's making this possible, and thanks to all the fans that are, you know, showing support. And you know, hopefully we come out on top. So thank you guys for making this possible.
All right, boxing and Boxing Mundial is here with Omar Figueroa. First off, what are your thoughts? This is, you know, a huge fight, obviously, on the Canelo trial undercard. What are your thoughts on facing Abner Cotto?
You know, we're ready. We prepared well for this fight. We have the experience necessary to, you know, come out victorious and have a good game plan. So we're just hoping for the best Saturday night.
And what do you know about Abner? I know he's fought on like a ShoBox card, Show Extreme, but he's kind of a little bit unknown here in the U.S.
I don't really know much about him. You know, I just go based off of what my trainer tells me, and you know, the instructions he gives me in the fight. But we know that he's a boxer, and that we know that he's probably gonna wanna, you know, box instead of brawl. So we prepared for that.
And we know how you like to fight. You like to bring the fight. The crowds love your fights. Do you feel any extra pressure being you are fighting in Texas, your home state?
No. Well, I mean, it is extra pressure, but feeling it, not really. I mean, it's like I was just talking to the SHOWTIME right now, and they were asking me if, you know, about the same thing about the pressure, and I was like, I used to play baseball, and I was a pitcher, and a lot of the times, you know, I was relieving, so they put me in situations where it was bases loaded, 2 outs, tie game, and I'd have to go in there and clean it up, you know, clean up the mess that, you know, the other pitcher got into. So I live for that. I thrive in the pressure, and I think the best of Omar Figueroa comes out when the pressure's on.
You mentioned that you're a brawler, and he's probably going to try to box. He did mention that your fighter comes forward and he thinks that the jab is going to be the key to fighting you. What's going to be your key to making sure that you can get your game plan on that Saturday night?
We prepared for the jab, so we have an answer for pretty much anything he could throw at us. You know, Michael Perez was a boxer too, and I don't get it. A lot of people are saying that I'm going to get knocked out or that I'm going to lose whenever I face a real boxer or good competition, but I don't know. Maybe they missed the fight against Perez. Perez was considered to be one of the best boxers, you know, in the weight division, and we completely, you know, destroyed him. So hopefully we're hoping for the same thing. And I know Abner has watched that fight. I'm pretty sure, you know, he's trying to correct the mistakes that Perez did that fight, because Perez did try to come out and beat me in my own game. He tried to stay in there and train with me and prove that, you know, he could outbrawl me, which was a big mistake, because that's where I do best. So we're ready. We're ready for anything he can throw at us.
Is the body attack then going to be key to slowing him down? And also, he mentioned that you said you were going to try to knock him out from the first round, and he's using that as motivation. What do you think about that?
I go for the knockout either way. It's no surprise, you know. It's no secret that I'm going to go and try and knock him out. But yeah, body is very important. You know, the body. You get the body, the head falls. So we're hoping to really attack the body. You know, punish him as much as possible. And yeah, I think we're going to have the same result as Perez.
Perez is Puerto Rican. Anytime, whether it's young fighters, championship fighters, whenever you get a Puerto Rican and Mexican, people automatically start talking about the rivalry. Do you feel like there's a special added significance to this fight because he's Puerto Rican and you're Mexican?
Oh yeah, it makes it, you know, a fight for nationality. You know, it adds even more passion. And, you know, you have all the Mexicans behind you, even if they don't like you, even if it's a Mexican that doesn't like you, you know. But just being that you're fighting Puerto Rican, they're like, oh, Mexico, I support that guy all the way. You know, whatever, he's my, you know, hero right now. So we know that we we have all of Mexico behind us. So it's going to be a great fight, man. I'm excited for this fight.
You know, I was going to say, this is obviously a big card, high profile, a lot of eyeballs on it. If you win and you look good, you know, a lot of opportunities are going to open up. What would you like to do after this?
I would like to take a break.
Vacation?
Yeah, it's, you know, fighting at 135, my last fight was at 140, so it gave me a little bit of leeway. You know, I could slack off a little bit and stuff. But this fight being at 135, you know, I'm getting big for this division, so we're hoping to get a title shot soon and get the hell out, because it's tough, man. Everything has to be perfect for me to be making 135. I mean, I'm 2 pounds from weight right now, which is nothing, but I really have to discipline myself, and it does get tough, and being away from home and everything. So I mean, that's pretty much, it just takes a lot of discipline. So I'm hoping to take a good break and relax, and then, you know, get back in the grind later.
We saw your little baby, so, you know, obviously you're busy at home too.
Yes, sir.
Describe it when you're trying to lose that weight that last week. You can barely eat, if anything. You know, you get kind of mean too, or do you have to stay away from the family?
No, that's actually never been the issue. My parents give me crap about that. You know, they're like, you get grumpy and you get grouchy and nobody can be around you, and I'm like, no, it's just that, you know, before we had like a very stable, I guess, relationship with Golden Boy, I would go through like 6 or 7 opponents for a fight. So they'd tell me one weight and I prepare for that weight, and then they'd be like, oh, well, you know what, that guy backed out, so we got you another guy, but this guy is 2 pounds lighter, so you have to lose even 2 more pounds. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I do that, and they're like, oh, never mind, that guy backed out too. We got you another one, so it's, you know, you don't have to lose that much weight. So I'd go up, and it was a struggle. So that would piss anyone off, especially when you're not eating already. So, but other than that, no, I'm good. Like I enjoy it. This is what makes boxing what it is. This is what makes boxing such an elite sport, and this is why not everyone, you know, can be a boxer, because it takes a lot of discipline.
All right, let's wrap it. April 20th. What are we going to see?
A great fight, you know, in the co-main event and in the main event. You know, it's a very exciting fight for boxing, so we're hoping for a great show from everyone.
Y un mensaje para tu fanaticada mexicana y puertorriqueño que van a ver esta entrevista.
Well, lo mismo de siempre, gracias a todos por el apoyo, gracias por seguir mi carrera, gracias por apoyar el boxeo, más bien, que es un gran deporte, es un deporte muy bonito, y pues la verdad esperamos para lo mejor este sábado que los fans sean los que ganen, y con este tipo de peleas ya estamos al 80% del camino para que ganen los fanáticos, así que muchas gracias a todos los que hicieron esta pelea posible.
Buena suerte el sábado.
Yes, sir.